But like I said, continuing on, it should not drive y'all to that edge. Because if it does, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all should be humiliated, embarrassed, and any other thing that applies to making a spectacle or a straight up fool of yourself. No way, shape, or form it should drive you to that point. Because it is a game of football. It is sports. And unless you know by now, sports is an emotional thing. It is. If you're a true fan of it like I am, it's emotions involved. But it should not, absolutely positively should not drive you to the point where you have to turn to liquor to get over a loss of a football team. Now, losing a loved one, another human being, that's one thing. But a football team? Get out of here. Are you crazy? Y'all must be. Y'all Falcons fans to be doing this stuff? Y'all are crazy. Y'all are nuts. Y'all are really maniacal. Y'all are psychotic. That's sick, man. That is sick. I mean, for y'all to even put this stuff up on message threads and even saying, trying to compare attending a Falcons game like it's a disease or something, saying that it's hazardous to your health, could cause heart attacks and stuff. Well, don't get that emotionally invested and don't take it that serious then. Because when it's all said and done, I understand that it's wins and it's losses. Even with my team. Even if it's some of the most gut-wrenching, heartbreaking losses. I understand that. And me understanding that, that's what keeps me sane. That's what keeps me cool. That's what keeps me calm. That's what influences me not to go to liquor or to drink myself to death. I can't believe y'all. But I'm going to tell you this, though. And this goes back to my question. The main reason for me doing this video. What drives you? What motivates you to still be a diehard fan of this Atlanta Falcons team? What drives you? Do you believe a little longer until it comes together? A lot of y'all don't. Because that's just a reflection of the society that we're in. We want everything right then, right now. We're impatient. And when it doesn't happen and lives up to our expectations, we leave it alone. And that's sad. That's cowardly to a certain extent, in my opinion. But I mean, hey, you feel how you feel at the same time, But my thing is like, just with the sports teams in general here in Atlanta, it seems like everybody's, a bandwagoner. But my thing is, and I did a video about this a couple of years back. I think it was around the 2013-14 season, I believe. And I had brought up names of teams like football. We're still on the subject of football here. I brought up the names of teams like the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Cleveland Browns, the Detroit Lions. Heck, I'll even throw the Arizona Cardinals in there. It's a lot of teams around the NFL that haven't won a championship yet. That were that close, like we are, like the Falcons were in 2012. We're that close. We're on the brink of a Super Bowl, but still didn't get it done. But I don't see any Arizona Cardinals fans writing on message boards that going to an Arizona Cardinals game is bad for their health and can cause heart attacks. I don't see any message threads of the Cardinals that says they need to turn to liquor to help them cope with the loss. I don't see that from any of them. From none of those teams I just named. You know what I see? I see them still going in that stadium and still cheering on their team. And it's got nothing to do with it being the South. Because that's crap. That is crap. Because last time I checked, the Miami Dolphins are in Florida and the Houston Texans are in Texas. So that ain't got nothing to do with it. And both of those teams have some loyal, faithful fans. I know what's motivating them and driving them because they believe a little bit longer. They have believed a little bit longer, all up until this time. And it's what, 2016? And their teams haven't even scratched an AFC championship or a Super Bowl. Well, with the exception of Miami, they've reached it, or they've come close to reaching that AFC championship, but they never got it done. And I don't even think Houston Texans hasn't even been in the conversation ever before. But their fans are motivated and driven to still be behind their team, regardless of them not winning anything, because they believe a little bit longer and they believe it can come together. But we can't, though, because we don't care. And that's one of the main reasons why we haven't won anything and why we won't win anything, because we don't care. We don't. We don't. You know, but we believe in the hip hop artists that come from Atlanta. We believe the reality stars from the Love and Hip Hop Atlantas and stuff. We believe all of that. We'll support and we'll stand behind that. You can't even get behind our own sports teams. Just because they haven't won the big prize yet. Just because we have a couple of bad games and our quarterback makes some butthead decisions and the head coach makes some butthead decisions, we all of a sudden don't care anymore. That's why I'm like, you know, y'all really expect this team to win every single time. And that's fine. I do too. But guess what? We don't live in a perfect world. It's not going to happen. Okay? It's not always going to happen. Now, we may luck up some years and you know, things just might work out for us and we might have that ideal perfect season like we did a couple of years back. But it's not guaranteed it's going to happen every time. But again, I want to know just what motivates you. What motivates you and what drives you. And be honest and be legitimate. Because my thing is like, if it turns out the true Falcons faithful is small in number, then let it be that way. All the rest of y'all filling up that number, go be a bandwagon fan. Go be a fan of the Cowboys. Go be a fan of the Panthers. Go be a fan of the Packers. Go be a fan of the Seahawks. Go be a fan of the Patriots. Go be a fan. Go be a bandwagon fan, I should say. Go be a bandwagon fan. Go ahead. Because at least you're honest. At least you're an honest bandwagoner and not a fake diehard. Because that's what it is. We got a lot of fake diehards that claim they're behind this team, but all they want to do is ridicule. All they want to do is bash. All they want to do is, anything. Even when we're doing good things, I'm talking about the Falcons. When we're doing good things, they still want to judge. They still want to criticize. They're still nervous. They're still, this. I don't see that with the Colts. I don't see that with the Jaguars fans. I don't see that with the Browns or the Dolphins or the Texans or the Tennessee Titans, talking about a team that hadn't even scratched the surface. I don't see that from any of their teams. They're those teams' fan bases, they treat their teams like they are championship teams in their hearts. But we don't do that here, though. My whole point is, man, is like if y'all are not going to be true to this team, then don't bother being a fan. Go be a bandwagoner. That's all I'm saying. But if you are going to be true to this team, like as a diehard, then yeah, okay, you criticize them, you criticize Matt, you let out all your frustrations, but guess what? When the next week comes around, at 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, you're in that dome or you're at your TV set or wherever you are when they go on the road and you still cheer. If you're going to be true to the team, that is. If you're not, hey, that's fine. You have every right to be whatever you want to be. But all I'm saying is if you're going to be true, be true. But again, going back to my question, that's why I want to know what motivates you, what drives you to continue to be a fan of this team. And I want you to be honest and legitimate in answering that when you comment on this video below. And I don't even know how many people are going to comment on this video. I don't. It might be a few. It might be a lot. You know, praise God if it's a lot. Praise God if it's a few. At least I know some people took the time out to watch this and hear me. So, I just got to know. That's why I felt led to do this video, because I want to know. I got to know. If we're few in number, or if we are as big as we are, and we do have some true diehards with us, then let me know. But I gotta know, though. And Sports Live and ATL, I want your thoughts too, man. Be honest and be legitimate, man. No holds barred. Handcuffs are off. Say whatever you need to say. Get it out of your system, brother. That's all I'm asking. So, there you go. That's it. What drives you and what motivates you? Because if the drive is to stick behind this team until we do win that coveted Super Bowl trophy, then be that way. Stop being hypocritical. Stop being contradictive. Stay true to what you say you're going to stay true to. Because if not, go join the bandwagoners. That's all I got to say. Love y'all. 2 fingers. Love and peace.